Hello guys, today we will see the Leetcode problem number 3713, which is longest balance substring. Let's see what the problem says. You are given a string S consisting of the lowercase English letters. Okay, so string is given with the lowercase English letters. A substring of S is called balanced if all the distinct characters in the substring appears the same number of times. Okay, so the substring of that string can be balanced if that all the distinct characters which are present there appear the same number of times. Okay, so every character should be appear same number of times, so that substring can be called as a balanced substring, and we have to return the length of the longest balanced substring. So we have to find out the longest balanced substring. So here AB is balanced, okay, balanced substring. So we have to return the longest balanced substring. Let's see with the one of the example. Firstly, we if we have A, B, sorry, the substring we have now A, B, O, I, okay, in this way at E. Okay. Now in this way we have one of the substring, one of the string. Okay, so now we have to find out the the longest balanced substring. so firstly we will have to see the constraints. So the constraints are, so the length of the string can be up to the 1000. Okay, so if we apply the n square rule, okay, so it can go up to 10 to the power 3 into 10 to the power 3, 10 to the power 6, okay, maximum. So we can apply n square approach also. Okay. Later I guess on tomorrow we will have to see the optimized one, or the second version of this, and in that video we will discuss the optimized solution for this. Okay. Let's see the brute force solution. Okay, so the brute force solution will be the n square, and n square will be a valid approach for this, and it will run without any errors. Okay, without the without any time limit exceeded. Okay, now we have the ith index here by applying the double for loop. Okay, so we have the ith index here and then jth index here. Okay, starting from this. Okay, oh sorry, not from here to here. The jth index is also will also be here. Okay, jth index. Now we will find out the elements by using the map. Okay, we will find out the current count of their elements. Okay, so now we will have to store the count of this to this only. Okay, then after that we will store the count from this to this, then this to this, this to this index. Okay, so in this way, in the double for loop we will traverse all the possible substrings, and while traversing all the possible substrings we will get up to this okay, yes, this. So in this one, in this substring where our ith will be here and jth pointer will be here, and in map we will store a value as a 2, means in map we will increase its values, a values, b values, a, b, so b will be also 2. So the two distinct characters are present here, and both of them having 2 as their count. So in this one we have a satisfied condition here. Okay, so this condition was satisfied now, so our answer, which contains the maximum length of the balanced substring, will be 4. Okay, which is j minus of I plus 1. Okay, we can say it as a j minus of I plus 1 is equal to 4. J minus of I plus of 1. This will be the length of the balanced substring. Okay. Now let's see how we will do it in our code. Okay, So in the longest balance substring, okay, so here we are getting the s as a string, then we are storing n as a s dot size, okay, and answer as a 0, okay. We can initialize it with 1 also, because the minimum balance substring can be 1, because if we have a b c d, okay, so the balance substring, sorry, not a b c d, but if we have a, okay, and b, okay, so the longest balance substring which having the same count will be a and b, and if we have only a, so the a only will have the longest balance substring, because the count of a will be 1, okay. So the distinct character is 1, and the count of the distinct character is also 1, so that's why every time our answer can be minimum of 1, okay. Then after this we have applied the for loop. In after that again the for loop we have initialized, okay. And before this double for loop we are initializing our map which which stores all the characters, their count of that characters, okay. And when we will traversing it, so we will store the count of that characters, we will increase at every time, and every time we will check if is valid condition. So if is valid condition is satisfied, so we will update our answer as j minus of I plus 1, okay, the length of the longest balance substring, okay. So is valid condition, what it represents, okay. So is valid condition is taking the map, okay. Now in this map we are storing the count, okay, count of the initial element which is present in that map, okay, currently. Now the count of that every element should be equal, okay. So we will traverse our map, okay, and the count of that every element I dot second means the count, I dot second represents the count of that element, count of that character, count of that character, count of character, okay. And this is the count which we are storing for initial one, okay. So this should be matched with every character, okay. The count of every character should be similar, okay. If there is if that is not similar, so we can return it as a false, okay. And if it is similar, so return true, okay. So this is valid condition is checking that if all the characters count are same or not, okay. Then after doing all these things, we will return our answer as a valid answer, which is the longest balance substring, okay. And in this way we will solve this question. If you have any of the doubts, please comment down below, and I will see you in the next video. Thank you.